get right into everyone's new favorite segment. Who that dude? Who
Who
that
that
dude?
dude? Who
Who
that
that
dude?
dude?
Who
Who
that
that
dude?
dude?
Who that dude?
Who that dude? All right, here's the deal with who that dude. I'm going to give Burn a story. I'm going to tell the story from the first person. I will then give Burn 5 names, and then he is to guess who he thinks that story belongs to. A couple of rules. You get 5 questions max, but if you only ask 3 questions, then you have the ability to eliminate one of the people that could be possibly the story's about. Burn, are you ready?
And one other rule: you're only allowed to ask story questions about the story, not about the people. That way, we figure out our little sibling issue we had last week.
Correct, Amundo. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, all questions must be in pertaining to the story, not the person. All right? Okay, Burn, here we go.
Who that dude?
Who dat dude? Here we go. So, the story is I was shot at a bar while bouncing. I was shot at a bar while bouncing. That's right. The 5 possible people, contestants, combatants, selections. The 5 possible selections are Alan Buhickle-Bach, Pretty Ricky Outland, Tom Stinkpants Lavelle, Greg Sidowski, aka 97, and yours truly, Old Uncle Matty, Matt Lavelle. Burn, ask away.
Okay. Wow. Oof. Where to begin? Was the bar Graham's Pub?
The bar was not Graham's Pub. Question 1.
Question one. Not Graham's. All right. Did this happen within the last 10 years?
No.
Okay.
That's question 2.
Did this person receive any kind of permanent damage from the shot? I'm not talking about like a scar is one thing. I mean like something more serious than that.
Then just a scar and some soreness, I think, but no like limp or anything.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
That's 3 questions.
Yeah.
Do you want to risk it?
No, I'm not going to risk it. This has.
Tell me what you're thinking, Daddy.
I'm trying to think of the circumstances for which this person would have been shot. All right. Were they the person that was being aimed at, or did they get in the middle of something they shouldn't have?
How to describe this? It was so they were like trying to remove someone from the establishment and then took the shot like while tussling with the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well find a 5th question because
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to do.
what you thinking, Daddy? Tell me what you're thinking.
Was this bar in the greater Philadelphia area?
Mania. It was Grape Street.
Grape Street.
Remember Grape Street?
I
It was
do.
the reason. I'll give you this for free. It was the reason why Grape Street closed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay, Burn. So before you make your guess, I'm just gonna give you the story again. It was I was shot at a bar while bouncing, and the combatants or the selections are Alan Bach, Pretty Ricky Outland, Tom Crap Pants Lavelle, Greg Sadowski, aka 97, and yours truly, Old Uncle Matty, Matt Lavelle.
All right. And the questions I asked were: was it Graham's Pub? Was it within
Which
the
is
last?
no.
Was it within the last 10 years?
No.
Which was no. Did the person receive any serious permanent injury other than a scar? Which was no. Were they shot intentionally? Kind of.
Yeah, okay.
During
Sure,
its
yeah.
during a tussle.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a drive by.
No, he
It
didn't,
was.
and he didn't like draw down on him either. It was like while they were tussling.
And was the bar in the greater Philadelphia area. We found it was Maniac. I am going to guess. My guess is 97, Greg Sadusky.
Final,
Final guess.
final answer.
Final guess.
Vern, let me tell you something. You are correct, my good sir. Good old 97 Greg Sadowski. Here's the deal. So, Greg was bar backing, bouncing at Grape Street, downtown Main Street, Manayunk, right? And he's there, and all of a sudden, he sees a guy who has a gun on him, right? And he has the gun, like, tucked behind him, like in his back,
Mhm.
like in the back. So, right away, because you're not supposed to have a gun there, and it's like a big deal. So, right away, he yells, "Gun!" And he tackles the guy, right? And he gets the guy, like he's on the guy's back. The guy's face down on the floor. Greg is on his back. Greg puts his knee in the middle of the guy's back, and he's grabbing under his chin. And he straight up told, he's like, and Greg is so jacked, right? And he's like, I was trying to rip his head off. Right, so he's really yanking on this guy. This guy reaches behind him, grabs the gun, pulls the trigger, and shoots Greg in the ankle.
Oof.
Yeah, and then Grave Street closed shortly after that. And I don't want to speak to if Greg got paid or not, but
All right.
So, yeah,
Feeling good. Feeling good.
That's the story. Good job. All right. First win here.
Can I walk you through my thinking?
Please do. Please do.
I remember around that time period when Grape Street got shut down because of that. I knew it wasn't you or Tom. I would have remembered if it was you or Tom. Also, I don't remember Ricky ever bouncing anywhere.
No.
He's not really built like a bouncer. He's built like one of the sexiest, most genius, most wonderful people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
But he's too nice to be a bouncer.
Yeah. I will say this. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
And I mean, Bach is such a wild card that he's always going to be in contention for.
Bach would have his own gun.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But Bach,
he'd be like, "Fuck this guy's gun, bam, fuck you."
Bach's it's always gonna come down to somebody versus Bach for me. Because, because it's tough to rule out Bach.
It is. Yeah,
it's really tough.